The wedding was only 7 days away, and Emma could hardly believe it. For months, she had dreamed of this moment, walking down the aisle in her white dress, holding Daniel's hand, and promising forever. Everyone said they were the perfect couple. Daniel was handsome, successful, and charming. Emma felt like the luckiest woman alive. That night, as she sat on her bed folding invitation cards, her phone rang. The number was hidden. Emma hesitated, then picked up. "Hello," she said softly. There was silence for a moment, then a woman's voice came through. Her tone was low and filled with warning. "Emma, don't marry Daniel." Emma froze. Her heart skipped a beat. "Who is this?" she demanded, her voice shaking. The woman sighed on the other end. "I can't tell you my name, but Daniel is not who you think he is. He has secrets, terrible secrets." The line went dead. Emma sat there, her hands trembling. She called Daniel immediately, but he didn't pick up. She tried again and again, still nothing. Her mind spun with confusion. Who was that woman? Was it a prank? Or was Daniel truly hiding something? When Daniel finally called back an hour later, his voice was calm, almost too calm. "Sorry, babe, I was in a meeting." "What's wrong? You sound nervous." Emma wanted to ask him about the call, but the words wouldn't leave her lips. Instead, she forced a smile he couldn't see. "Nothing. I just missed you." But inside, her heart burned with questions. The wedding was so close, yet doubt had already crept in. For the first time since saying yes to Daniel's proposal, Emma wasn't sure if she was making the biggest mistake of her life. The next morning, Emma couldn't shake off the voice from the phone call. "Don't marry Daniel." The words kept echoing in her mind like a curse. She tried to distract herself with wedding plans, but every little thing reminded her of the warning. As she walked through the flower shop picking out roses, her phone buzzed again. This time, the number wasn't hidden. A text appeared. "He will break you. Don't say I didn't warn you." Emma's hands trembled. She quickly looked around, half expecting to see someone watching her. Her stomach twisted with fear. Who was sending these messages? That evening, when Daniel came over for dinner, Emma studied him closely. He looked perfect as always, confident smile, expensive suit, gentle voice. When he kissed her forehead and said, "I can't wait to make you my wife," she almost believed him. Almost. But then his phone rang. He looked at the screen too quickly, then turned it face down on the table. Emma noticed. She tried to act casual, but her mind screamed. "Who was that?" she asked, her voice soft but sharp. Daniel laughed lightly. "Just business. Love. You know how it is." He changed the subject immediately, asking about the cake flavors. Emma forced a smile, but her heart was restless. The way he avoided the question, the secretive look in his eyes, it reminded her of the caller's warning. That night, as Daniel left, Emma stood at the window watching him walk away. A strange chill ran down her spine. He looked like the man she loved, but something about him felt like a stranger. Emma didn't know it yet, but she was standing at the edge of a storm. The days moved closer to the wedding, but Emma's heart grew heavier. Every time Daniel smiled at her, she wondered if it was real, or just a mask hiding something darker. On Tuesday evening, she decided to surprise him at his office. She had baked his favorite cookies and wanted to drop them off. But when she got there, the secretary looked confused. "Mr. Daniel left early," the woman said, flipping through a file. Emma frowned. "Left early? He told me he had late meetings tonight." The secretary shook her head. "No, he left 2 hours ago." Emma felt her throat tighten. She forced a smile, thanked the woman, and walked out. She called Daniel, but he didn't pick up. Instead, she got a short text. "Still in a meeting. Talk later." Her chest ached. Why would he lie? She decided to drive past his apartment, just to be sure. His car wasn't there. For 2 long hours, Emma sat in her car waiting, her mind spinning with possibilities. Was he cheating? Was he hiding something worse? At 10:15 p.m., Daniel finally arrived. He stepped out of a black car she had never seen before. He wasn't alone. A woman sat in the passenger seat. Emma's heart nearly stopped as she watched Daniel lean into the car window and smile warmly at the woman before walking away. Emma's hands shook so badly she could barely start her car. She wanted to scream, to confront him right there, But fear held her back. Instead, she drove home with tears blinding her vision. Her chest felt crushed, but her mind was racing. Who was that woman? And why did Daniel lie? For the first time, Emma felt she might be marrying a stranger. The next morning, Emma couldn't eat. Her hands still shook from what she had seen. She tried calling Daniel, but he didn't answer. Each missed call tightened the knot in her chest. Unable to wait any longer, Emma decided to search. She opened Daniel's laptop under the guise of checking their wedding playlist. Her fingers trembled as she scrolled through his files, hoping she wouldn't find anything. But she did. Photos. Hundreds of them. Daniel with a woman she had never met, laughing, holding hands, kissing. And then she froze. There was a child too, no older than 5, who called him daddy. Emma's heart sank. The man she trusted, the man she loved, had a whole life she knew nothing about. Every memory of their relationship suddenly felt like a lie. Tears blurred her vision. How could he do this? How could he smile at her, plan a wedding, and live another life at the same time? Her phone buzzed. It was a message from an unknown number. Did you find him? Emma didn't respond. Instead, she sat on the floor, clutching her head. Her mind raced with questions. Who was sending these warnings? And why had no one told her sooner? The sound of the doorbell snapped her back. She wiped her tears and opened the door. It was Sarah, her best friend, holding a small box of tissues. I saw your story online. Emma, something's wrong, Sarah said softly. You need to know the truth before it's too late. Emma looked at her friend, fear and betrayal mixing into anger. She whispered, I think he's been lying to me all along. Sarah took her hand. Then it's time you find out everything. No more secrets. For the first time, Emma felt a flicker of courage amid the pain. She wouldn't be a victim. Not anymore. Emma spent the rest of the day in a daze. The images of Daniel with the other woman and the child haunted her. Every laugh, every kiss they had shared, now felt like a lie. She couldn't eat, she couldn't sleep, and every time her phone buzzed, her heart leaped with fear. Sarah sat beside her, gently holding her hand. Emma, you need to decide, she said softly. Do you confront him now, or do you wait and watch? Emma shook her head, tears streaming down her face. I don't know if I'm ready. Part of me still loves him. But how can I love someone who has been lying to me all this time? Sarah squeezed her hand. Love doesn't always mean trust. And right now, you need to think about yourself. But if you wait, be careful. Secrets have a way of catching up. Emma looked at the wedding invitations scattered on the table. 7 days. 7 days before she was supposed to say I do to a man who wasn't who she thought he was. Her chest tightened with fear and anger. That night, she couldn't sleep. She replayed every moment with Daniel, searching for clues she had missed. The way he avoided certain topics, the strange calls he always answered in private, the times he worked late. It all fit together now, a puzzle she hadn't wanted to see. By morning, Emma had made a decision. She wouldn't confront him yet. Not directly. She would watch, gather evidence, and know the full truth before taking any action. If he thought he could continue lying, he was wrong. A spark of determination ignited inside her. For the first time in days, Emma felt a sense of control. She would uncover everything, even if it meant her heart broke 1,000 times along the way. Emma couldn't stop thinking about Daniel and the woman from the car. That night, she made a plan. She would follow him, quietly, carefully, without being noticed. She needed to see the truth with her own eyes.